Hi, this is Mei Lee, and this is a recording of a diagram of a scenario, an investigation. What did I say? Crime scene. No, it's not a crime scene. Just joking. It's just an investigation of a scene, of a scenario, and I want to record this for my own purposes so I can understand why something happened and was moved from a certain point to a new place. So this is my working out, and this is my excused working out. Now we're at a sporting event, and this is the layout. We've got tarp 1, tarp 2, tarp 3, and tarp 4, and tarp 5. Now we've got a circle around this section, which is the prime section to think about. Here's our starting point. This is where we start. This is the distraction, and this point's the distraction too, at 90 degrees at 3 o'clock. This is 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. The first thing that happened was, we've got 2 people here, 2 people here, 1, 2, at 90 degrees at 6 o'clock. And then we've got me, third person, at 90 degrees at 3 o'clock. One of the subject A walked at 90 degrees down to 90 degrees at 3 o'clock and removed a silver pin from the tarp, which ended up and then got walking back to 90 degrees 6 o'clock to meet up with subject B at 6 o'clock. Now, I stayed here. I moved back towards here. So I'll do that. Just do a circle. And this corner of the tarp flipped up to this linear line. And I then walked out somewhere in this time to the front, somewhere around there, and noticed that this tarp's peg was no longer there and had moved to this position. Okay, so we're at this one. Now, each tarp is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters. And each tarp, and this tarp is the same, is the opposite to this one at this degrees. We've got 180 degrees going through both of them. 90 degrees there, 90 degrees there, 90 degrees there, 90 degrees there. And that's a focus point of the circle. And so that's a focus point at the radius. That's a focus point at the radius. That's a focus point at the radius. And so is that point a focus point. I had, after then, that time, had thought about that removal of the peg. I wondered why it was removed in the first place. The distraction was when subject A came down to this area and came into my space of personal space, pretty close, and there was a distraction. Not abrasive or anything, just in my vicinity. So he came up and felt not threatening, but it felt like that person was in my space, and then removed the peg and then went back. So I'm thinking, why did he remove the peg from there? Then later I realized the peg was removed from there. Okay, removed from here. Then I went to the toilet block, which was there. And by the time I came out, this corner had been removed and had created this shape. Oh no, sorry. On the way over to the toilets, this peg had been removed, which created this shape, this plane. And I wondered why this plane was now in focus, and that was the second distraction. Then I went to the toilet, and by the time I went to the toilet, everyone was at 12 o'clock, 90 degrees, 12 o'clock. I wanted to work out also why and how much time I had at the toilet block to get to the exit down here in time to get back to for the last destination. I worked out I had 2 minutes to use the toilet and catch the travel bus home. What has bugged me about this scenario is the peg and what it symbolizes, and the distraction of subject A, and how that person I had feelings for had confessed, and wondered why he removed that peg first and not that one, or that one, or that one, or that one first. So that was why I have been thinking about this stuff. I know it's nonsensical. I know it doesn't really matter at all. Never really did. I just want to know what the symbolism for this one to be removed first, and what the makeup is of everything. So I measured everything, came to some conclusions, and I still don't know the symbolism of this one, why this peg was removed from here. I still don't understand why, when I had 2 minutes. The only idea that I had was that the person at 90 degrees 6 o'clock, the subject, knew I would be distracted by that peg, and that I had been drinking a lot of water, and I hadn't gone to the toilet, because at that position everything is in focus. That's like the prime position, so he could see everything. So if I needed to go around 180 degrees and then to the toilet block in time as well, to walk past this tarp and be distracted by what had happened, and then everyone had left from 1, 2, 3, 4 and was already on the bus, how much time did I have to get to the toilets, go do my business, and then go to the bus without missing it and being left behind? I worked out it was 2 minutes and maybe a bit over. But that is something that has bugged me, and I've had visions about that particular shape, and it drew me to find the area of that shape to be 41 0.4 centimeters. I'm not sure if that's correct. My maths is very bad. And I worked out that this linear line or hypotenuse is measured at 120. And yeah, that's it. I'm not sure what else to think about this scenario. I don't know why that one was removed. The only other option is that everything was in sequence and that subject A had the quick access out. Everything was quick access out and in. But I don't know why the plan was to remove the peg still from there. So I'll get back to it soon in entry.